Welcome back to American Beef Ranch. I'm headed to do, semi-afternoon chores. So we have a storm moving in here in the next couple of days, and we're just trying to get a few things taken care of. But by the title of the video, you're probably wondering what's going on. And I got a phone call earlier, and I kind of got my butt chewed. And I think the butt chewing was probably justified. So, and I recorded it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that for you. The recording of me getting my butt chewed, because I had no idea who it was. And, I just get a random phone call on a Sunday morning, and from all the way across the country. And so, yeah, we'll play that video for you, and then I have something to say, I guess. Virginia? Who? It's Sunday morning. Who's calling me from Virginia? Hello?
Hello, is this Jesse?
Yeah.
Jesse, this is Josh, aka Stoney Ridge Farmer, reaching out to you, man.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Just so you know, I saw your video out there. The video title, I have it pulled up right here in front of me. I've got a special program that notifies me anytime my name is mentioned. And I saw that you posted a video that says Stoney Ridge Farmer lied. Oh, and I watched the video and I watched it through, and man, I think you might be confused about the message that I'm trying to send, and that's why I left a comment on there for you to email me.
Yeah.
I'm a real person, man. I'm a real guy, and I'm really trying to bring agriculture and farming and regenerative farming to the mainstream as best I possibly can. And man, when you say stuff like that, it hurts. I mean, it really hurts. I'm a real person, man. So what I wanted to do is talk to you a little bit about that and about your program versus my program and where we're at. I just bought that South Pole bull, and I know a South Pole bull or South Pole cattle is basically bred, a selected breed to help with grass genetics. And it's not, I think maybe you mistook what I was saying, is that Angus cattle can't have good grass genetics, which is wrong, because every cow eats grass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. Every cow eats grass, and I think, first off, I will apologize. I know you probably didn't mean it the way that I thought you meant it or said something, and I may have put it a certain way for certain reasons.
Okay. It's okay, man. I mean, hey, I get it. And again, I'm a real person, so I wanted to really reach out to you. And I'm not mad. It hurt me a little bit at first, and then I watched your video, and I thought, we need to talk. So we need to explain things together. And looks like you're in Idaho. Is that right?
Yep, South Central Idaho. Irrigation. I call it irrigation land. So like we live and die by irrigation. We get 9 inches of rain a year.
Gotcha.
Besides that, it's native grazing land, which right now obviously is, anything land and regardless is hard to come by. So if I wanted to find some native grazing land, it would be hard to get those leases, because out here in the West, I'm sure as you're aware, the federal government owns most of it.
Yeah, you've got a lot of rangeland.
Rangeland. And so, but our system has always been set off of irrigation and rotational grazing on irrigation pastures. And to what degree we were successful at that, I guess you could say, when Grandpa was running it, is, the beef product was really good. The rotational grazing, I think we could have done it better, and I think that's what we're trying to do.
Gotcha. Well, I wanted to help you basically understand. First of all, I've made videos similar, with titles similar to what you do, and people that, and I think you're recording me talking right now, and people need to know that when we make videos on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or whatever, we have to reach an audience. Mm-hmm. And I know exactly what you were doing. You took my name to reach the audience and also to help explain your take on what I was doing. The part that kind of hurt was the Stoney Ridge Farmer live, because I very much pride myself on being honest, and when I screw something up, man, I let people know. When I do it right, I let people know. And what I think you need to understand is our genetics, our cattle are not thriving on grass. When I bought my cows and I bought out a farmer, an old farmer that was in his 80s. I just bought him out of all of his cows pretty much. He told me, man, the secret to good cows, I'll tell you right now, secret to good cows is you got to worm them 5 times a year. And I said, oh, no. He said, man, I wormed them right before we put them on the trailer for you, just because I know they needed it. And I was like, dude,
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to get away from by intensively mob grazing and moving our cows. We don't want to worm them. We want nature to do it. We want to feed them things like chicory, which is a natural dewormer, and we give them charcoal to deworm them. And we also want to get our genetics in our cattle, get the rumen in our cow's stomach to work for the cow in a way that they will be parasite resistant. And that's why we got the South Pole, and we're integrating that South Pole into our Angus herd, because we love Angus beef, but we need that grass genetics to help fight off the need for medications and wormers and stuff like that. So that's kind of, I didn't mean to say that Angus beef, and we have Angus beef, man, that's good beef. I didn't mean to say that or infer that you can't raise Angus cattle on grass. I just meant to say we're bringing in a bull that is bred for grass genetics, and we're trying to integrate that. And as you well know, we're both trying to get the best, most resilient cattle on our property, so that we can produce the best product and heal the land, man. I have beef, and the beef is a byproduct of healing the land, not the opposite. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, I really agree with you. I mean, we could go all day about cattle, and I'm like, I think it's important that we both are in different situations. You're in North Carolina. Your situation is totally different than my situation in South Central Idaho. So, South Pole is probably a good choice. And I think what I was trying to say is, hey, you can do it with Angus. There is genetics out there. You're not just going to find them anywhere. I mean, obviously there is a Angus breeder around every corner that has some whiz bang thing that's going to be the greatest cow you ever had in your life. And it's a load of baloney. But you can do it with Angus. You can do it with straight Angus if you want to. And honestly, I'm not the Angus pounder guy. I'm not, because there's plenty of other breeds that can do a really good job of producing, forage-based beef. It just depends on, a whole lot of factors. And I do want to apologize. I think I came off as wrong, and I didn't, I've looked at that title for the last few days, and I just kind of, I know I shouldn't have done it, and I still did it, and I don't apologize for that. I hope that in the future we can continue, talking and growing and bringing regenerative agriculture to as many people as possible, and showing, obviously, we're on opposite ends of the country, so we have two totally different setups. So it'll be really cool to see as each farm grows, into the next 10, 20 years.
Yeah, well, Twin Falls is not out of reach, man. I've driven through there several times. I lived in Ogden, Utah for almost 10 years. I was in the Air Force out there. So only about 2.5 hours, 3 hours from Ogden, I think.
Yes.
So, well, maybe we can get together. Hey, man, apology accepted. You don't even need to say you're sorry. I wanted to clarify with you, and I want to work together with you. Yep. And I think if you want to post our conversation on a video, man, just to let people know, that big channel, quote unquote, that people talk about. Dude, I'm a real guy, man. I'm a real person. I care. I have a love for the land just like you do and everybody else. So anytime you ever think that there's something that you want to talk about or whatever, I'm an open book, man. Shoot me an email and we'll chat. And maybe one day we'll be able to come out there. We go to Ogden at least once a year. So
I've watched your you know, and I watch his channel, everybody. If you're wondering, I watch probably almost every video this guy puts up, because whether I like it or not, he is a force to be reckoned with when you come for regenerative agriculture education, and he reaches a great audience, and it's an awesome thing that he's doing out there in North Carolina. So look forward to, you know, talking with you more, and like I said, anything that I can help you with, feel free. You want to bounce ideas off me, you know, from our experience. I mean, like, we've been raising the direct to consumer for 15 years, so we kind of have a little more experience on that end. Obviously, you have the huge following. You're doing a lot of things that are awesome over there in North Carolina, and I really appreciate you reaching out to me and having this conversation with me.
Yes, sir. I want to send you home, and everybody that watches your channel, I want to send you guys home with one message. The only thing you'll ever get from negativity is more negativity. So we've always got to spin what we talk about. If the guy down the street's doing it wrong, we got to spin it, and we got to make it positive every single time. So I hope this conversation lets you know I'm a real dude, man, and we'd love to come out and see your operation at some point here. If there's anything you ever need, dude, just reach out to me. I'm an open book.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you, Josh.
Yes, sir. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. So what do you guys think? You know, I'll be honest. I agree with Josh. I probably, you know, I could have been more polite, and I could have, you know, not used any negativity and just brought my point of view of things and how they were a little different. And that point of view of mine is that Angus cattle there is grass genetics in Angus cattle. It's very specific cattle. It may not be the cattle that are available in your area. We could go on forever. But, you know, Josh and I agree on a lot of things, and he's basically using that South Pole bull to get the grass genetics he wants, and that's great. But we both believe in, you know, healing the land, regenerative agriculture, using animals to do so, and that it takes very specific animals to do that job. I want to thank Josh for reaching out to me. He's, you know, super nice guy, very genuine, and I look forward to working with him and maybe going to see his place, and hopefully one day he can come see my place, and, you know, bouncing ideas off of each other and continuing to grow regenerative ag in the most positive way we can. So thank you guys for watching. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment. Go check out Josh's channel. He does a lot of good work. You know, I'd love for you to stick around here too, and look forward to big things in the future. We'll see you guys later.